Hello and welcome to Expeditions Rome. I'm Shadow Kosin. Welcome to the channel. In this video, we are going to review how to obtain the Spear of Achilles, one of the best starting spears, if not the best starting spear in the game. You can obtain this early game. I am going to outline every step of how to get it in this video. One thing to note, this does take a fair amount of time because you're doing some running around the map. So I do recommend that you pacify Musia and then start tackling or having your legion obtain different resources in the region when you do this. I'm not doing that in this video just for explanation purposes. We're only going to focus on obtaining the spear. So the first thing you need to do is go to the Troas village. You can do this at really any time. It doesn't matter. You don't have to do any quests before this. If you get to Asia Minor after the tutorial, you can go ahead and do this right off the bat if you so desire. So north of Musia, we have the Troas fishing village. That's also north of the Temple of Apollon down here, just for reference. Come to the Troas fishing village. There are a few quests here, at least for this purpose. We're not going to cover any of those because this is independent of any other main or side quests. It's a little, call it mini hidden quest in and of itself. So once you get to the Troas village, you are going to head over to the left to a little villa on top of a hill. I think it's on top of a hill. So you enter here, and you're going to run left, and you want to run all the way over up here to this area. So based off of the camera, I'm angling the camera, so I won't do that. So you enter kind of over. Where do we enter? We entered back here. So we're going to kind of go over to the left up here to this little villa. This is where our journey begins. Click on this little tree thingy. There's a clue. So take it. In your inventory, if you head over to quests, you can read Symbol of the Warrior Stone Tablet. You have to pick this up to start this. Now, we are going to leave and do some running around to different areas. So that is clue number 1. There are a few clues, and then after you have a few clues, that'll allow you to reveal a special spot where you can obtain. Alright, next we are going to head over here. So this is kind of like north east-ish, and we're going to come right about here. So I'm going to zoom in here, if it'll let me. That's as much as I can zoom, and head right over here, and you're going to obtain the Statue of the Warrior. So I'm not going to read through this for the purpose of this video. You can do that when you're doing it yourself. And if you come over here, you now have the Symbol of the Warrior. After that, we're going to head back to Lesbos and head right around this area. So that's what we're going to do. Go, go, go. Olive Garden. So we're just going to kind of resolve that because that's not what we're looking to do. Buried treasure. We have located the buried treasure. You can read through that if you want. And now, if we go to our inventory, quest items, we now have the Symbol of the Warrior Papyrus. So we have our 3 clues. We're going to head back up here and to the west of Troas Village. There's a little peninsula-ish. It's like a jutting out piece of a peninsula. And we're going to head down here to the tip of this area, and you're going to see why. The Tomb of Achilles has been revealed. We can put people with us. It should be fine. I'm bringing Bestia because in this particular demonstration, he's my melee character. Melee DPS. This is the Temple of Achilles. You can loot a bunch of stuff, but you want to come to this main thing right here. And boom! Spear of Achilles 1 grants the Reaper status effect on the beginning of combat. 5% chance to gain the status effect again on every subsequent turn. So we're going to take this and take a look at this. I'm going to throw it on Bestia. Alright. So you have Precise Stab and Spear Charge. Um, Spear Charge is kind of nice. Run towards the enemy in a straight line, then attack with plus 10% damage for every hex you've moved. Moving 3 hexes or further will apply 2 stacks of bleeding. This is awesome. An awesome move to get close to enemies and take them out. And then on top of that, we gain Reaper, which is pretty cool. So yes, every time you loot, the stats can change a little bit. I have not been able to prove that the stats have a like a actual difference in them. So like sometimes if this is like 3 to 7 versus like 5 to 7, um, I have found that when you look at the actual moves themselves, they still have the same stats. So like this aligns 4 to 7, 4 to 7, 4 to 7, but in other runs or testing of this, I had one that was like 3 to 7, and these were still 4 to 7. So I'm not sure what's going on there. You could just re-roll until you get stats that you think are a little better, but I haven't proved that it actually has an impact, at least from a damage perspective. So this is how you obtain the Spear of Achilles. A few kind of random steps you have to take. I do recommend that you get this while you are after you've pacified the region and are capping different points like tanneries, mines, lumber yards, etc., just so you're thinking smarter in your campaign. And that is how you obtain the Spear of Achilles. I'll be eager to put this into action in upcoming videos in my Shadowgoticus playthrough, so be sure to check that out. If you did go on to find this content helpful, please consider dropping a thumbs up to the video, and if you'd like to support the channel, the best way you can do that is by subscribing. Thank you so much for watching, and hope to see you in future videos. Shadow Coast out.